What's good everyone, my name is Chefkoch and today I want to talk about the real underground rap legend Chris Travis.
I swear all these niggas pussy with them when they get the push and catch me on another planet fucking pussy.
Chris Travis is a rapper from Orange Mound in Memphis, Tennessee. In his childhood, Chris would discover his love for music early on. At 11 years old, he started freestyling over instrumentals, and by the age of 13, Chris had already started to write his own lyrics. And then during high school, Chris started to take music seriously, and his musical inspirations at that time included Tommy Wright III, Kingpin, Skinny Pimp, and 3 6 Mafia, whose dark and experimental sound is echoed in his music, so his influences were very Memphis based, but Chris also was into Lil Wayne, Chief Keef, and Max B. Chris Travis started out in the music industry by making beats on Ableton and FL Studio, but then he decided to rap on his own instrumentals. At the beginning he was making classic gangster rap, but then switched to a more experimental and funk-inspired sound like we can witness on his debut project Hell on Earth from March 2012, which was a compilation of songs he recorded during high school. Through his first records he gained the attention of Kini Yata and Amber London, who showed his music to Space Ghost Perp, who then invited Chris into the underground collective Radar Clan. This was a big milestone for Travis because he could link up and make music with the other members while learning more about the music industry. As a member of Radar Clan, Chris will drop a couple of records like Black Mist together with Xavier Wolf, who went by Ethel Wolf at that time, as well as his first real official mixtape titled Pizza and Codeine from August 2012. This tape is considered to be his best record to this day, and it was heavily influential for the cloud rap subgenre due to its ethereal and laid-back sonority. Now, Pizza and Codeine being cloud rap was not at all intentional, since Chris was just trying out new sounds that he liked, but this project still is very important for the evolution of the subgenre, and my favorite song on here has to be Miss Me When I'm Gone. I really like how Chris mixed the saxophone jazz elements with cloud rap on here, really a great track. So Chris Travis would stay in Radar Clan until late 2012, then he went solo again and successfully used the emergence of social media to establish a strong fanbase. At that time he moved to Los Angeles and released a lot of projects and singles consistently, so let's talk about some musical highlights. First of all, I need to mention Hidden in the Mist from August 2013. This record fits into the cloud rap and trill wave sonority, and in my opinion it is very underappreciated. The dreamy production here is amazing. Now let's talk about the single Crunch Time. Crunch Time came out in December 2013. It was just a freestyle that Chris Travis recorded at Eddie Baker's house, but actually became his breakout hit that gained almost 20 million views on YouTube, and even if you're not familiar with Chris, you for sure heard the song somewhere before if you were on the internet between 2014 and now. Furthermore, we have Seabeds, which is a collab tape together with Bones that came out in January 2014. Since this is a cloud rap focused project with an ominous sonority, Bones' calm singing matches well with Chris's laid-back rapping, and in my opinion, both artists have great chemistry together on here. Seabeds actually has to be one of my personal favorite albums by Chris Travis, so for sure check it out. Next to that we have the Side Effects EP from April 2014, again a very cloud rap influenced record, and my favorite song in here is Diamonds. This song completely blew up on social media in the last years and amassed over 80 million streams on Spotify alone. Very impressive. Now let's focus on the tape Never Forget, which Chris released in May 2014. On here we can enjoy the musical fusion of cloud rap with classic Memphis rap. Therefore the record sounds very avant-garde and kinda old school at the same time. It definitely is a refreshing project, and my favorite song on here is Where My Money. And now let's jump to September 2017, when Chris dropped Water Season, another tape that I very much enjoy. The soundscape is a mix of cloud rap, dark trap and experimental trap. You can see that Chris Travis is trying out new directions on here and he's having a lot of fun with it. And my favorite song on here has to be Nemo. The instrumental goes super hard. In addition, we need to talk about Seshola Water Boys, a collective by Chris Travis, Bones, Xavier Wolf and Eddie Baker, which was active in the mid to late 2010s. This was a very interesting group that pushed the dark trap and experimental trap sonority that was very popular at the time. Sadly, this collective is dead nowadays due to internal beefs, but during their prime, SRU Freestyle released a lot of music together, and my highlight by the crew has to be the song Chaos Castle from 2018. And last but not least, as more recent highlights, I want to mention the albums Waves from August 2023 and Waterworld 2 from October 2024, which are more mainstream appealing, so if you're just getting into Chris Travis, I would recommend starting your journey here. Now Chris has a lot more amazing records in his discography, but I let you discover them on your own. So, as a conclusion, Chris Travis can be considered as an actual underground legend and cloud rap pioneer. Next to that, I really like how he mixes saxophone jazz elements with trap percussions, and his ability to blend southern rap roots with modern internet culture has made him a significant figure in the evolution of underground rap. And to this day, he stands out from the rest of the Memphis rap scene. In addition, he is inspiring a new wave of independent artists with his imprint Waterboys. If you didn't know, Chris Travis started a drinking water social media trend after getting off the lean and popularized flexing water bottles like Fiji for example, and nowadays Waterboys is an actual brand and label through which Chris releases all of his music. And Chris Travis is a very consistent artist. He released 31 tapes over the course of 10 years, so his discography is pretty filled in comparison with other artists from his era, and I am hyped for his next releases. Definitely check out his music if you haven't yet, and with that being said, thank you for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe so we can hit 600 subs before the end of the year. Cheers!